With running sneakers seeming to be taking over my collection one at a time, this edition is becoming a clear favorite for me, and we're going to be talking about a collaboration with On and Walkgood on the Cloudrunner 2. Let's get into it. What's going on, everybody? It's Mike from the Sneaker History Podcast, and we are back with another video. Guys, thank you so much for joining. If you hadn't done so already, or if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button, leave a like, drop a comment. All those things help the video get through the algorithms, guys, so more and more people can see the videos. So for everyone who's done so already, I appreciate you guys, of course, and everyone's gonna do so in the future, thank you guys too. Now, getting right into the shoe, guys, I have to talk about this one because it's been on my feet pretty much non-stop since I received it. Then that's gonna be the On and Walkgood Cloudrunner 2. So first things first, I gotta give a shout out to On for sending this pair over. I really do appreciate you guys. It has been easily a go-to shoe, and I'm loving that we're getting a performance, like a new performance style sneaker that can be worn just like those retro runners that we've been getting so much of lately. I'm loving a new sneaker that can be really just put into that same category of looking good, very wearable, of course, very comfortable. Now, again, this is gonna be a collaboration with a company called Walkgood, and this organization is gonna be a black and brown organization, black and brown led organization, I should say, that is gonna be focused on wellness. From running to jogging to walking to yoga, all these things, just taking care of yourself. Now, they are based in Los Angeles, but they do have Jamaican ties, which we're gonna talk about here as well. But before we get into the shoe, we gotta talk about the packaging, because I love when the packaging really just, again, gives that message of the shoe, or it just conveys that message of the shoe as well. So we're gonna get this natural cardboard box. You're gonna have the On branding, Walkgood branding as well. We're gonna have this saying forward ever, backward never, right on the front of the box as we're gonna open it. And it's gonna explain Walkgood. So right here, we're gonna see it. And it's gonna say Walkgood, a Jamaican expression used to wish a person the very best in their endeavors and to travel with good spirits, peace, love, and affection towards others. So that's where their branding, or that's where their name came from. Now, as we get into the box, we're gonna have our paper. It's gonna be co-branded with On and Walkgood, of course. And you're gonna have a second set of laces here done up in a kind of this dark, almost like mustard yellow with white accents, and of course gonna be wrapped up in the On cardboard as well to keep them from getting tangled. And as you go around the box, we talk about the Jamaican tie from the Walkgood. You're gonna have the Jamaican colors going across, the Jamaican flag colors going across the box and pinstripes here. Gonna have more branding on the side of the box, Walkgood, On, of course, the information of Cloudrunner 2, then up in sand and flax, size 10. But gotta get back into the shoe. We saw the box, gotta get into the shoe since we're actually gonna be wearing that, right? So as we get in, no, there's actually something in there I didn't see earlier. So, all right. So, anywho, we'll talk about that in a second. So this is the shoe, again, the Cloudrunner 2. Now, forewarning, guys, I've never worn the Cloudrunner 1 or the original Cloudrunner, so I can't compare the two. But if you guys have any thoughts in the comments, let me know down below, and I would love to really hear about it, and we can talk about it. Now, of course, the shoe's gonna be done up in a mesh. It's gonna be more of a tightly woven mesh, but with different patterns on it that gives the shoe depth. So you'll see that right on the toe box would be the best example, with a really tightly woven mesh right here in the middle, but you're gonna have like more openness for breathability. But also you're gonna have, of course, fuse to make sure you're not tearing up those high wear areas like around the toe box here and going up to the eyelet area. Now, something I really like about the eyelet area is that it is gonna be done up in a fuse, but it's covered in almost like this, almost like a felt. Again, giving texture, giving depth to the sneaker. You're gonna see that right along the size belt on the lateral and the medial side here. Now, those laces are gonna be done up in kind of this weird, like, I don't know what color I wanna call this. It's almost like a dark, or like a burnt burgundy, if that makes sense. That's gonna have that flax color as accent marks both in the laces themselves and on the aglet. So it's gonna have Put Me On here, and it's gonna have Walkgood on the other aglet as well. And these are gonna sit on top of a open cell mesh tongue. It's gonna be a little bit more plush than the rest of the shoe because it is sitting on top of your foot, a little bit more breathable, of course. And you're gonna have this ribbon where you're gonna keep the laces, keep the tongue in place. That is gonna be done up in, again, that flax color that shows the On Cloudrunner 2, and of course you're gonna have the Walkgood branding as well here. Now, as we get to the top of the tongue, you're gonna have this neoprene type material right on top with the On branding. And as we flip it around, we're gonna have the sizing of the shoe as well. And underneath it says Grandy. I feel like that's something more of Jamaican heritage, where maybe that word comes from. So if you guys know, I would have looked it up ahead of time, but honestly, I just saw it as we were doing the review. I didn't realize there was something in there, and so I was like, the shoe was on the ground, I looked down, and I saw the writing. So if you guys know what Grandy means, you guys let me know, because that is new to me. Now, As we get into the size of the shoe, you're gonna get more of that, again, fused done up on the lateral and the medial side, again, giving some, you know, stability, giving some structure to the shoe, because that mesh sneaker is really soft. Want to make sure that as you're running in it, it's gonna keep you locked in as much as possible. And with that being said, there's gonna be a thicker mesh on the back end of the sneaker. Almost feels like a, I guess, like a Cordura type fabric. It's not canvas. It's something. It's almost like, maybe it's a coated mesh, but it feels. You hear that? It is a very thick. It's going to provide, again, some more structure to that shoe, and it will have the On branding done up in black on both the lateral and medial sides there. And as we get into the ankle collar, I think On has one of the most unique ankle collars because it's really angular. Most ankle collars you see are going to be like really curved, almost like cup shaped. This is very angular, so you're going to have a drop down here, right into the end. You see they have like angles around here. And what's really cool about it is that when you wear it, it actually feels like it gives your ankle a little bit more freedom to flex. Still provides stability and comfort here, but it feels like it gives me more room to flex because it's not as high up as it is on the front. So I actually really like that feature. Now, getting to the insole, everything's still dumping that same sand color so far. We're gonna get our insole that's gonna have the On Cloudrunner branding in black. It's gonna have the Jamaican flag color sitting on top of that sand, of course, base as well. Not a super thick insole, nothing really special about it, just a foam insole, because of course you guys know what, with On, all their comfort comes from the sole kit, which we're gonna talk about here in just a minute. Always time consuming for me to get the insoles back in, but I think we got it. There, I think, maybe, there we go. All right, get into the back of the shoe. We're gonna have a very low cut heel counter here, dumping that flax color. It's gonna be like a TPU plastic setup here. You guys can hear that. It is gonna have, again, that kind of coated mesh right here in the back, done up in an accent color, again, providing some more just depth to that sneaker with On branding on the back, and of course the Walkgood branding on the medial side. Now, getting to the sole kit, getting to that midsole, is gonna be that cloud tech. It's gonna be that very noticeable, like open, I'm looking right through you guys at the camera, through the sole here. That's what On's known for their running sneakers, gonna be that open, that sole really provides a lot of energy return. And to make sure you're getting the most energy return, it is built with the Helion Super Foam. But I will tell you, this is extremely comfortable right out the box. Very, very nice, no break-in time needed whatsoever. Extremely comfortable, I love it. I haven't had it. I think every On shoe I've ever put on has been fantastic immediately, and I really do like these. Now, again, this is a performance runner. I have not run in it. I've kind of designated these to a more casual use because I have so many running shoes I use for running. I like the way these look. I didn't want to tear them up, so I just designated these to more, hey, if I'm just going out and about, this is kind of a go-to shoe for me. Now, with that being said, if you are running in these, know this is going to be more of a, I don't want to call it a normal running shoe because, I mean, every running shoe has its purpose, but this is not going to be a super shoe. So like the Cloud Monster and some of the others that have the speed board in it, these don't have the speed board. This will only be the foam. Very responsive though, so you're still gonna get a nice bounce to it. So I don't know, maybe more of a long run, a slower run, recovery run. Maybe that's what this is here for. This is, I think it's just a great setup. Again, very springy, very bouncy. So if you do like to run in something that doesn't have all those extra, again, like to say those carbon plates, this is definitely a great shoe to run in, I think. Get into the outsole, again, you're gonna have that traditional On outsole is gonna have, again, the exposed foam, but you're gonna have, for again, the high wear area, you're gonna have rubber done up in a green, yellow, and red. Again, you're gonna have more muted versions of that Jamaican flag color here. I like the traction pattern. It looks pretty rugged for a running shoe, if you guys see that. It's not a trail runner, but you guys can see that. It's very, very rugged for just a regular runner. I like that. But this one, guys, I went size 10. True to size, fits perfectly. I truly don't think you need to size up even if your foot is wide. Of course, go try them on if you can. But this fit perfectly from the jump. Felt good on foot. I think it looks good with not only, again, running gear, but casual wear as well. So definitely got to try these out. I'll put a link down below with the pricing because for some reason the pricing just escaped me. But I'll put a link down below because they are still available, and I think a pretty good amount of sizes on the On website. So definitely check them out if you want to have that. No, just a different color running shoe, different type running shoe. You like Walkgood, you want something from there, a product from them, or you want more of it, again, a casual performance type sneaker, you definitely got to try these out. Definitely recommend it. And again, let me know what you guys think. Do you like it? Do you not like it? Have you tried the one? Have you tried the two? And you have comparisons for me? Let me know down below. Until next time, guys, see ya.